You. What is up, world? Was good? Check. Am I in the building? Can y'all hear me?
Yo.
You. What is good? Welcome to Blues House Live. I'm your host, Bluminati. We got the homie Kobe in the building.
What's up, world?
Yeah, we missing Mika G in the place to be. She ain't in the place to be today, but it's all right. It's all right. We're gonna represent for her. She out here doing big things, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. What's been good with you, Kobe? You know how we do
I'm
it,
good,
man. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just kind of taking it easy today. Had to drive to Georgia, but it's all good.
Okay, where at in Georgia?
Waycross.
Waycross. Yeah, man. Way to cross. That's right. You go out there to the country today.
What's up?
You went out there to the country today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Headphones go out. Check. No.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
No, my headphones went out. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
They've been acting stupid.
Oh, that's all good. Can you hear me, though?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
All right, man. So not too much today. Yeah. It's gonna be real quick. But something, talk a little something. I'm gonna start it off light today, or right now. I'm gonna start off light, and then we get harder or heavier, I should say, as we go. Lightyear, cool. boom. So
yeah, these early reviews. That's right.
Yeah, Lightyear early reviews, man.
Mixed bag.
Yeah. They're saying it's getting review bombed.
Yeah.
This is coming from the direct.com. Says just because Captain America actor Chris Evans is done in the MCU, that does not mean that the actor is finished working with Disney. Actually, Evans' latest Disney-produced blockbuster is just about to hit theaters in the form of Pixar's Lightyear. The animated sci-fi epic has garnered mostly positive reviews, with some saying it's a strong installment in Pixar's critically acclaimed catalog. But it seems that it's getting review bomb. It says Lightyear gets 1-star review bomb, the upcoming film, and I think it's due to the LGBTQ thing. I don't really want to get into exactly
right
all of that.
Yeah.
Says there's always going to be people who are afraid and unaware and trying to hold on to what was before, but those people die off like dinosaurs. I think the goal is to pay them no mind, march forward, and embrace the growth that makes us human. Another quote is, "We have relationships here which last an entire lifetime. It's loving and supportive, and it shows Buzz exactly what he doesn't have, and that's the whole point. We should all be so lucky to have that kind of relationship in our life." Now, one thing, let me ask you this, Kobe.
Okay.
In the Toy Story films,
yep,
was relationships a part of that mythos or situation?
As far as like physical relationships,
mm-hmm.
No.
And
the only one that was ever definite was Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only like definite relationship that there was.
But there was never no physical anything from. They didn't kiss or nothing like that, right?
Nope. Mm-mm.
And I think I
Bo
think
Peep
that's where they
kissed
go.
Woody on the cheek a few times.
Who that?
Bo Peep kisses Woody on the cheek a couple times.
Oh yeah, true that, true that. Kev, what up, Kev? Cosmic Kev in the building. What it do, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? But I think that's because I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're mad because it's a gay relationship, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like,
So I didn't even know that had anything to do with this movie. Had anything to do with that? What? So is that what people are upset about?
that's what I'm reading. That it's getting review bombed because of that. I know it's been banned in a couple
Which
of
character?
countries. I don't even know the character.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I think you just going to have to go and see it for yourself. They haven't, from what I understand. Let me see. Yeah, they're not saying which character has that.
Hmm.
It just because it just says the kiss. Everybody just keeps saying the kiss.
Hmm.
Same
Well,
sex kiss. Same sex kiss.
well,
Um,
huh.
like okay, like I had an issue with what was the MCU movie? Eternals.
Yes,
I had an issue with that not because he was gay, but
but
because
because it was unnecessary.
it was unnecessary. It was gay
It
without a
did.
purpose.
It didn't drive the plot forward.
Right. There was no purpose for him to have a same sex. You know what I'm saying? It seems to me that y'all just, or it was, let me not say y'all, but it seems to me that people just, it was just thrown in there for the sake of checking a box.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Being
You know,
PC.
right. That's one thing we do need to get away from. I would champion lifestyle choices all day long, but just throwing them like even trying to drive a heterosexual relationship in a story where it's not needed is like, why is that needed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If this dude, if I show up and all I want to say, like, prime example. If I haven't seen Commando in a minute, but he had no love interest in that movie,
Nope.
right? Um, Ray Dong Chong was not his love interest. Was not Arnold Schwarzenegger's love interest. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Um, did they kiss in that movie? I don't remember them kissing. They might have kissed at the end, maybe. But that, you know what I'm saying? Their
It had
relationship,
nothing to do with the plot.
right? Their relationship was totally you know what I'm saying? I saved you. What was her? What was her fucking? She was kidnapped. He was saving her while also trying to save his daughter, right?
Got it.
So, and there was no romantic element to that. Arnold was out to kill people. You know what I'm saying? She was a means to an end. She helped supply him to get, you know what I'm saying, to get him the plane and the boat and all that to get to the island to go kill people. And that's that. We didn't need Arnold to be gay. We didn't need a gay relationship in the movie. You see what I'm saying? So, or a heterosexual. We didn't need any kind of romantic. And I think that's the issue. Like, is there a need for a romantic relationship in this movie? You see what I'm saying? Like a rom-com, yeah, I could see that because you're dealing with different dynamics of normally you have, you know what I'm saying, it's an ensemble film, different relationships are going on. Maybe one couple is gay, maybe, you know what I'm saying, poly, whatever you want to throw into the mix. And we're gonna be, maybe poking fun at it or whatever. But story, this should just be a straight up sci-fi action story, Did I lose you, Kobe?
Yeah, I'm back. My Wi-Fi is
Okay.
active. I'm
You
here.
there? Okay,
Yep.
okay. But you know what I'm saying? Like this should just be a sci-fi story.
Right. It shouldn't have any romantic elements at all.
Elements at all into it. So if that's the issue with them, if the gripe, if they got a gripe, justify your gripe. Don't just say, oh, it's a gay couple or we're just mad because the gays. You know what I'm saying? No, have a justifiable gripe behind it.
Right.
Because
I
people are people.
understand.
That's my whole issue. If it
I
doesn't fit the
understand.
story, say, man, nah, that don't fit the story. That's the only
Exactly.
reason.
And move on.
Right. But review bombing, I think, is just stupid to me. Because they know you're review bombing, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They know you're review bombing, and then all they're going to do is spin it.
Right.
And
that
if
you're
the movie
attacking. Play the
fails,
victim.
right? If the
That's what
movie
they're.
fails,
That's what
they
they'll
got
blame it on.
information to say why it failed.
Right.
Oh, y'all just didn't like the same sex kiss. Like instead of review bombing it, just don't support it.
Right.
Don't give it no energy. But yeah, I'm going I'm actually want to go see this film. I'm ready to go see it. I think it's gonna
I
be
might.
good.
I might go tomorrow if it's out tomorrow.
It should. I think it
Comes
is
out
out tomorrow.
Friday, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I might
So
go
it should be
tomorrow.
out
Night.
tomorrow. So yeah, man. I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Cool.
Lightyear. Y'all let us know what y'all think about Lightyear. Like I said, this tonight's gonna be real quick, fast, down, and dirty. We're already late.
Right.
You know. Um. Boom. Um. Amber Heard, man.
Oh
Fired.
yeah.
Fired. Fired.
Yeah.
From what I understand, this is still speculation. This is still rumor.
But it's not official. Yes, it's not
Right.
official yet.
Um. But and Warner Brothers Insider is saying Amber Heard is getting recast in Aquaman 2. I heard that the test screenings didn't go so good.
Right.
And this article says after Aquaman proved to be DC's most successful solo movie ever, anticipation has been high for Jason Momoa-led sequel. Excitement for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has unfortunately been tarnished by the inclusion of Amber Heard's mirror, as the actress is currently at the forefront of Hollywood scandal following her defamation trial against her ex-husband Johnny Depp. Let's skip all this. Skip. The trial revealed that Warner Brothers did have talks about replacing the actress in the Aquaman sequel, in addition to doubtful comments regarding Heard's DC future. In the aftermath, Warner Brothers just recently held a test screening that gave Heard's mirror an extended screen time of 20 to 25 minutes. It's safe to say fans weren't happy with the news, as a boycott of the sequel has since emerged. Damn. Calling for the actress to either be recast or for her character to be removed altogether. As it turns out, that boycott might have been taken seriously by the higher-ups behind the Aquaman sequel. According to an exclusive report from Jess Jarrett, Amber Heard will be cut from Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom following that test screening. The rumor mill continues as it has from day one, inaccurate and insensitive, slightly insane. I think that's coming from Amber Heard's camp. Warner Brothers will be conducting reshoots for the sequel. DC Films President Walter Hamada previously testified at Heard's defamation trial that the studio had conversations about recasting the actress. People are already asking who should replace or how would they replace it. I'm hearing they're going to be reshoots. So what do you think about that, man? Who first off, is it warranted? Should she be recast? Should she be taken off the film?
Well, I'm gonna chalk this up to this new CEO. It doesn't seem like he's taking anybody's shit. Like he's not about. No. Because I heard about that today too.
Okay.
Yes, I heard news about that today too. This is why I say this. He's not taking any shit from anybody. I mean, I feel like at this rate, they're gonna cut her, still pay her, but completely. I think they are gonna reshoot her scenes. I think that's definitely gonna happen because she got to get paid.
Yeah, she'll get paid.
You know what I'm saying? She got to.
Yeah.
Right. But I think that they definitely they're gonna bite that bullet and recast her. No matter what it costs, and they're gonna recast Ezra Miller too.
Oh yeah, I think Ezra is he's too ingrained into the movie for them to cut him right now. But I think Amber, because it's a you know what I'm saying, the single shot scenes and stuff like that, we could easily find somebody to they might just, because I'm pretty sure a lot of it is stunt double. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is stunt double, so they could easily take her face off and put somebody else's face on there. You know what I mean?
That's what I think they're going to do with Ezra Miller as well. I think they're going to use a body double for a lot. Yes, tell me, because that keeps coming up. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, from what this guy's doing, people are pissed off at him.
Oh yeah, no, Ezra's done. Ezra's done anyway.
Yeah,
I think he's more done than Amber is. Like honestly, I think Amber. I think she, you know what I'm saying? she should go and do some independent stuff. Let this cool down and work her. She's just going to have to work her way back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rebrand herself.
Rebrand herself and quit playing the victim. She for one thing, first she has to have some
Responsibility
contrition
for
about
what
herself.
she.
She has some responsibility
Right.
because she is just blaming everybody but herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you watch like you look bad, Amber, nobody would believe you whether they, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the jury watched the internet, and the internet ain't got shit to do with what you did up on that damn stand. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
Internet is reactive, not proactive. It's
Exactly.
reactive. They was only reacting off the shit that you gave them. You
They
gave
give
them
commentary.
all right.
The ammunition that they needed.
You gave it all to them, baby. All to them. So
from the Dr. Evil suit to all that shit, you gave them all the ammo they needed.
Yeah,
they memed the shit out of you, and always will now.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah. You know, so she gotta have some contrition. She gotta have some take responsibility. Right. You know what I'm saying? Take the next couple months to put your head down. If they keep you on Aquaman, take advantage. If they do keep you on Aquaman, take advantage of that.
Right.
Take full advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know that movie's gonna be huge. So.
Right. It's gonna be, try to take advantage, sneak in and show that you're a team player. And shit, apologize to my man Johnny Depp.
Right.
Or apologize to somebody.
Right, because you ain't done that yet.
Right. Apologize to somebody, and because your lawyer ain't making it no better. She out here doing her media rounds and just making your whole team look like a fool. Because, like I said, whoever I watched, I kept up with that trial. I watched that trial down there every day because it was so entertaining.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? She was just raking herself over the coals. No evidence. Nobody had her back really. Everything was speculation and hearsay. No, just nothing concrete. Johnny sits up there. He's charismatic. So that, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. You didn't make nobody even want to believe you. You didn't go up there to be likable. You didn't go up there to, you know what I'm saying? You went up there to put on a show and to be the victim, and you lost at that. You know what I'm saying? You lost at that, baby. Take the L and keep moving. Your career can come back. It might take a couple years, but your career can come back. You might have to go do some sci-fi movies or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you can come back. But yeah, man. So we lost him. Cole, we keep losing you, bro. But yeah, I don't, as far as who I want to see replace her, you know, I really don't know. Because I think she's relatively young. I think she's just early 30s. I don't know who could replace her, man. J-Law, maybe. I know a lot of people say Amelia Clark. I can see that. Blake Lively, maybe. I don't know. I would have to go and do research to see who could, you know what I'm saying, replace her. Maybe Zendaya. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a lot of people who probably could replace her. What's the chick who was in Tomb Raider? I think she'll probably be dope to replace her. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember her name, but I think she'll be dope to replace her. But Kobe, where you at, man? We got to get into it. We got to get into it. Wait on Kobe to come back. Code. He probably changing positions in his house or something to get a better signal. But yeah, this Amber Heard, this Warner Brothers, I used to say they couldn't catch a break, but now I think what's going on with Warner Brothers now is their Zaslav is going around and he's looking at all the chinks in the armor, all the bad stuff, everything that's making them hemorrhage money or lose face. You know what I'm saying? Messing their face card up. I think he's going and he's going and he's chopping. Cut the fat, man. We got to lean this company up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much. It's too much. They should have the number one comic book franchise. MCU fans, I hate to say it. DC should have the number one comic book franchise when it comes to movies. They should. They've always been, when it comes to that medium, they might fight in the comics, you know what I'm saying? Might go number one, number two, back and forth between, as far as the big two. But when it comes to movies, cartoons, things of that nature, motion pictures, them boys is beast mode, man. DC Warner Brothers is beast mode when it comes to it. And it's crazy that they lost so much ground to Marvel, who at that time, when Marvel started with Iron Man 1, that was their first studio movie. Marvel Studios as a movie, you know what I'm saying, as a studio. That was their first movie. Then the acquisition by Disney, Marvel takes off. Colbert.
Yeah, I'm back.
Now I was just talking about how Warner Brothers seems to, trimming the fat, and I think Zaslav, and that his name, yeah, it's just he's looking at everything that's costing them money, or making their face card look bad, and that's why I don't think you remember, but end of the year, beginning of the year, they greenlit a lot of dumb DC stuff.
I remember DC Fandom. There was like Zatanna and all that other stuff. Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna see the light of day. I think their best bet is Blue Beetle. I think Blue Beetle is gonna be a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Beetle could be their Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
It could be, for sure.
Yeah, Blue Beetle could be their Spider-Man. But that's the only one that I see surviving, and I think they already started there. Yeah, because they already started shooting that. Zatanna and what was the other one? There was some other dumb one. I was like, Wonder Twins. I think they already canceled that shit.
Yeah, it was,
you know what I'm saying?
HBO Max. Yeah.
And I think they're gonna start that CW mess.
Yeah,
I think that's over with.
I think it is too. The Arrowverse.
Yeah, Arrowverse. I know they talk about doing Gotham Knights. I don't think that's gonna see the light of day.
I don't think so either. I think they're gonna scrap all that.
I know they gave that long ass trailer. I actually did a Blues News on it. That shit was most horrible trailer I've seen.
I didn't like it at all.
You watched it?
Yeah.
That shit was trash.
It was garbage.
I don't know who came up with that. That was bad though. But yeah, I can see them trimming the fat and coming up with an actual purpose because right now DC has no purpose.
Right.
And I don't even know Zaslav liked the Batman. I don't even know if he liked that. I know it made money or whatever, but I don't even, because there's no direction with that. And I know there's talks about the Joker and Lady Gaga. We talked about that on Monday. I don't know how far that's gonna go.
Well, I'll say this. I think they might, because they made money.
True.
And because they already have so much buzz.
Okay. I'm going 50-50 with it. I can't say it won't happen because you're absolutely right. The money was there. It garnered over $1 billion on like an $8 million budget or whatever it was, $80 billion budget or something like that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or 40 billion, whatever it was. And he does like saving money. So if he could make another one of those and it makes that money, who's the conflict? Now because it was him against kind of the world. It was his mental illness type situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's the conflict now? Are we just gonna rehash that? but now with the female version, especially with it being a musical,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think word
I
up.
can see.
I don't think it's gonna catch like that. If it comes out, I don't think it's gonna do the same. I think
I
movies
don't
like
know.
that, I think is a one shot because that feeling that you ain't gonna get that same feeling. What
You
made
ever
that
see?
movie?
You ever seen any of Todd Phillips' movies?
I watched name some of his
He did The Hangover 1, 2,
Hangover,
and
right?
3.
Uh-huh.
Um, he also did
It's a
Old
movie,
School.
old school, yeah, right. Hmm.
He did oh gosh,
He did
it's
a
another one
more
I'm thinking of.
hardcore movie too, right?
Yeah, hold on.
Didn't he also do the one with Channing Tatum?
Which one?
Where he was in Mars, or not Mars, or he was like a wolf person. Was that him?
I don't know.
Andromeda or some shit like that.
He did.
He did War Dogs,
He did Starsky and Hutch,
Starsky and Hutch, Old School Road Trip. So yeah,
Due Date. Yeah. So his
yeah,
movies, all you know, what I'm saying, like they're all kind of the same.
they are. But the Joker wasn't like Road Trip, Old School, Starsky and Hutch, Hangover.
I understand that,
Yeah,
but
you know what I'm saying?
look at like his the only sequel he did. He did Hangover 2, right?
Uh huh.
Hangover 2 was basically the first movie rehashed, different
True.
location, same story.
True. But I think you can do that with the comedy, though, right?
I think he does it with this.
You think okay?
I think he does it with this. Why not?
I mean, because the set pieces, everybody loved the him
Right.
dancing on the stairs thing. How do you
Telling
replicate
you,
that
I'm telling you, when they said musical, my mind is instantly went to like Sweeney Todd.
in Chicago and okay?
How that shit works, how
Mm-hmm.
that works as a musical. This works as a musical. A dark, bloody musical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people are gonna go ape shit over this. Especially when you get some trailers.
Yeah.
And if they do cast Lady Gaga, you know what I'm saying? Like with her doing the American Horror Story stuff, you know what I'm saying? She at least knows how to portray on screen. You know what I'm saying? And she did A Star Is Born. You know,
Yeah.
she at least
No, she's
she's at
pretty good.
least right.
She's pretty
She's
good.
at least competent.
But I mean,
Especially
remember she was
do
in Sopranos too. A lot of people
right,
don't remember that.
right. She was also in The Many Faces of Newark.
Yeah.
Or no, she was in the Gucci
Gucci. Yeah.
movie.
Gucci.
That's it, House of Gucci. That's what it was. So,
Hmm.
like I said, she's been around for a while.
Yeah.
She's definitely talented. So, I think that even in a horror vein, like this will be,
Hmm.
because that's exactly what I think it'll be, like a horror comedy type. I think she shines in this. I think she really draws people in when you say musical. You know what I'm saying? We already know what she's about. So,
Right.
think about her music. You know what I'm saying? Her costumes and shit. I see this being a very, very, very wild, like acid trip type movie.
Okay. So it's gonna have to
Yeah,
be there. Yeah. Okay.
it's gonna be out there. I don't think it's gonna be tame like how this movie was.
Hmm.
The first movie was kind of tame compared to what it could be. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? We're talking about two or a mentally ill patient who's I can see the story being him driving her insane.
Okay. Well, she will play his therapist like what she was.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This
Uh,
is the actual Harley Quinn Joker. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't seen that on screen yet at all.
the
We
courting.
saw it.
Shit.
Yeah, we saw a touch of it in Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
but just a touch of it.
Okay. I can dig that. We'll see.
So, like I said, that's what I feel this movie is going to be, and that's the only thing that really makes sense with the story that they're trying to tell. And I think with Todd Phillips, I think they get it right.
Mm.
They really throw some money at this, R-rated. You know what I'm saying? Really gory, nasty. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wouldn't say gory and nasty, but dark,
Right. Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
Macabre.
Okay.
You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
back to the Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Who could you see replacing Amber Heard as Mirror?
That's tough. Um, there's a lot of people that could just kind of fill in there. Um, DC likes working with Anne Hathaway. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I forgot about Anne Hathaway.
hmm, somebody who could kind of slide into that role like that. Um,
I know. Amelia Clark is the fan favorite.
that's who it'll probably go to
Mm-hmm.
because I mean,
She
I
gonna be
feel like
working her ass off.
she kind of can just kind of pick and choose at this
Yeah,
point.
she can,
She can
but
pick
she
and
gonna be
choose.
working
She's
out.
at that point.
She got the Marvel stuff going on. Um, it's another franchise. I think she's in. I can't remember, but yeah, she's working her ass off.
All right. Well,
What
power
if
to her.
it's Brie Larson?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like Brie Larson. I'm a fan of Brie
I don't have a problem with Brie Larson at all. I don't have a problem with her at all. I don't. She's one of those ones I don't want to see transition.
Larson. Okay.
She fits in with that Disney-fied Marvel. She fits in with that.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't fit in with this adult DC that I think they're getting ready to push towards.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't. A lot of people say she's not likable. I like everything I seen her in from the um
She was funny in 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. The
Yeah.
what's the one that had my man's from Scott Pilgrim? Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah.
Like she's been in King Kong. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had no problem with her as an actor. I thought, and I follow her on Instagram. She's a funny, goofy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Person. I don't know why people don't like her. She's a likable person,
Right.
from what I see anyway. But
I think it's just the
that
the
one,
whole Captain Marvel thing and
Yeah.
how it was kind of blown out of proportion.
yeah.
It is what it is. Whatever.
It's crazy how that narrative takes
Has branded her as an actress.
right.
That's that kind of infamy that I would not want.
Yeah.
I think I would stay totally far away from that. That's the infamy I would not want.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Amber Heard possibly fired, being replaced on Aquaman 2.
Sorry, Amber.
Yeah. Just own up. Just own up to it. You'll be all right, Shawty. You'll be all
Don't shit on beds.
right. Please don't.
Don't do it. Stop.
Please. It's crazy. It's a clip going around where because she did this interview. I hate we're still talking about Amber Heard, but she did this interview, and I forgot who it was asking her, but she was like, they tried to make it seem like you put on this big production of you know what I'm saying, and was acting up on the stand. What do you have to say about that? And then she comes back and says, this is coming from the lawyers of the person who convinced everybody he had scissors for hands. And I was like, what in the world? Like, I think something is like wrong with her. Like, Amber, it was a movie. Everybody knew Johnny Depp and Edward Scissorhands is not the same person. Like, they're actors. I mean, he was acting as. I was like, why would she say that? That's not a dig. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, something is really wrong with her, man. I think she is really that victim card that she's playing. It's deep. That shit run deep.
I agree. That victim first mentality is she's definitely trying to milk it right now.
It's deep. Like, it's time to turn that off, man.
Yeah,
it's time to turn that. You lost.
Time to grow up. Yeah, yep. I agree. 100%.
Yep. What we got next? Yes, indeed. Here we go. The meat and potato.
This roller coaster ride right here.
Meat and potato. Miss Marvel episode 2 dropped today. It will be spoilers if you're out there listening. Kobe, I'm gonna let you go. But first off, I think it's not a I told you so moment, but yeah. to
Yeah,
the,
it kind of is.
you know what I'm saying?
Kind of is. It. I mean, I think it's warranted at this point.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm kick it off, Cole. What you got?
So this show, and this is what I said on Monday, how I felt about this show from the beginning. This show is not for conventional Marvel fans. It's
Right.
not even for normal Marvel fans. It's not for anybody who has an attention span longer than about 30 seconds.
I
I'm not going to trash the show because if I was the age group, the demographic they're trying to, you know what I'm saying, pull in
Mhm.
all day long. But for this to be, for me to see this character, and they've already made it known that she's going to be cosmic
right.
and fighting with one of the cosmic level
Yeah, she
teams.
don't belong.
You're gonna let me know. You already let me know that she's the outcast.
Yep.
And that the story's gonna revolve around her.
Her.
Yep.
Her being an outcast.
Yep.
Her not being up to speed. Her not being
Her
able
trying to fit in, and she gonna have a coming of age.
Mm-hmm. But
You know,
it,
it's to me, like I said, I feel like it was unnecessary. Even watching the show,
I put it to you like I'm gonna say this: if they would have stuck to the source material, you would have a totally different outlook on it.
oh, I agree 100%.
You have a totally different outlook on it.
I think if it was the Comic-Con that, even from this Avengers video game that we just got, like 2 years ago, that storyline was perfect.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it needed to be changed to what it is. And I also think that this is somebody who didn't really understand the character as much as they thought they did.
Right, but it's crazy because they got the okay from the original creator and writer. Saying, you know, but I think, see, when I hear stories like that and I hear those writers come back and in support of changing their character, I say, oh, that bag was big, boy.
Right. It was huge. It was huge. You know what I'm saying? And I've been hearing that Marvel is doing all these work for hires and all that stuff for all these properties that they're trying to get.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably kicking out the money because they're making it.
They got to.
Dude, Disney's got bread, like long bread. Right.
No. But you're not going to butcher my character. I mean, even though it's not that, you know, it's work.
Everybody's got a price.
Character no more, but
everybody's got a price.
Everybody has a price. But I'm at the end of, you know, I want to see 10 years down the line after, you know what I'm saying, either the fanfare of Ms. Marvel doesn't go as planned as what they think is going to go, because that's another thing too. They're betting on the popularity of the Ms. Marvel from the comics to drive this Ms. Marvel. And this ain't the Ms. Marvel from the comics.
Well, I also, like I said, I think this show is a test bed. The character they want to keep, but the show is a test.
Right.
And this was a character that they knew that they were going to pull forward no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So, because honestly, she didn't need a show.
No, she didn't.
They could have given her backstory in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, she didn't need a show, but they want to give us, and I'm cool with them giving her a show, because I know what Marvel did. Marvel, they said we don't have Spider-Man no more.
They're testing for that younger audience.
Yeah, we don't have Spider-Man no more. That's when this came up.
Right.
This came up when they lost the rights to Spider. You know what I'm saying? When it went back to Sony and they was going through whatever negotiations, and Sony said, "Nah, we good." They said, "All right, let's give him Ms. Marvel."
Right.
And I'm cool with that.
Likable teenage character to draw in the younger.
Because remember, also during that time, that's right when the video game came out. Ms. Marvel was the most used character on that video game.
Yeah.
Because she's real popular. She's real likable. You go back and it's crazy. Episodes 1 and 2, they try to tell the story out of the comics, like it's kind of almost verbatim, but not. Because Kamala is obsessed with blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? Blue-eyed white women. That's a whole thing. You're
a
not
whole
getting
plot
that
point
from. You're
that
not
we're
getting
not
that from
getting.
here. Like her heritage being Pakistani. I'm not reducing it down to backdrop, but that's
But it's an afterthought, is what it feels
right.
like.
Well, no, it's even in the show they play it. I think in the show they play it up. I think they do a good job of showing. It was Eid Mubarak during this past episode. You know what I'm saying? They show her going to the mosque, stuff like that. I think they're doing it. To me, they're doing it perfect. They're
Right.
doing it perfect. I think. But if that's all that it is, because like I said, Miss Kamala her character is all about blue-eyed,
Right.
blonde-haired white women. Even when the issue starts, it's crazy. Issue 1 starts off the girl that she saved in
Yep.
episode 1.
Yep.
Her name Zoe.
Yep.
She is like basically being the most racist, you know what I'm saying, shit to Kamala, but Kamala is like brushing it off because she's so beautiful and this, that, and the third.
Right.
Imagine how many real people of color do that.
No, well, yeah, you're right. It's kind of been ingrained into our culture.
That's the stuff. That's what you need to show.
But they're afraid of showing that.
That's what
Nobody wants to show that.
Like, I don't see why. I don't see how you can do a comic about that's geared and aimed at young kids, young adults, or whatever, but then can't do it on a Disney Plus show. To me, that's not even pushing the bar far.
Nope. Because
right now you just got her as some kind of, just a ditzy cheerleader type.
Right.
But no, that's not necessarily how, you know what I'm saying, it is. She's racist and damn near Islamophobe, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Right. That's the Kamala Khan story we want to be.
That's the story you want to see.
Right.
These are the things that happen in high school.
Right. Not this.
Not Adventure Con.
Yeah, like they really did Disney-fy this show really bad. Like
Disney-fied it horribly.
So bad.
It's like I said, that term didn't come up until a couple years ago. That you Disney-fying something. To me, there was no need to veer from the storyline. I know they keep saying, we want to make her cosmic and all that. Her power set being different from everybody else's would make for the struggle.
Right.
It would make for the struggle. That book, man. If you get an opportunity to go read that book, Miss Marvel, start from 1. Just the first couple of issues will hook you in.
Mm-hmm.
Because, matter of fact, like I said, they take from the book, but they change it. So when she saved the little boy, a part of that's in there, but it wasn't a little boy she was saving. When she saved Zoe, that's when she first got her powers, right? Because when she first got them, she's in, the Terrigen Mist is all over the city, but since she's inhuman,
you know what? I did read at least the first issue of this story.
Yeah, because this is when they was trying to get rid of the X-Men.
To push the Inhumans.
You're right, to push the Inhumans.
You're right. I do remember that.
Is all over the city. She gets, she goes in her cocoon, she breaks out. And while she's in the cocoon, remember when she put the bracelet on, people were talking to her. She fell through, came back, you know what I'm saying? That kind of happened, what happened in the Terrigen Mist, but instead of it being silhouetted black people or silhouetted people and you just see their eyes, it was the Avengers. It was Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and Captain America. You know what I'm saying? That speech that her mom gave her about being, you know what I'm saying, you need to be you got to decide who you want to be. They gave that speech. And in the book, it's not the mama who's the asshole, it's the daddy who's the asshole.
Right, I remember that. I remember the dad being real strict. Yes, I do remember that.
What I was about to say. Oh, and when she gets out, of the when she breaks out of the cocoon, she looks like Miss Marvel because she wants to be blonde hair, blue eyed. You know what I'm saying? To
Right.
her, that's cool. That's fitting
Right.
in. That to me, they're not doing it. They're not showing that enough. They're showing her embracing her heritage a little bit too much right now.
Right.
It took her a while for her to say, you know what, I just need to be me.
Right. I understand that, and
Play up to that.
And that's the thing. I feel like they got to go through so much so fast though, because with
Yeah,
this
but
being only 6 episodes.
6 episodes. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the 6 episodes thing.
Yeah.
But okay, you got to play up to it. But I don't even see that. We haven't seen her be more about, the first episode, the first 5 minutes, she's trying to fit in. She wanted, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. It's more so about her trying to fit in and be cool than trying to than the racial tension or because you did. Come on, man.
It takes away from her story when you do that.
Right, it does. But I'm saying Marvel. You went out on the ledge and said we're going to do a show about Miss Marvel, who is a Muslim and Pakistani. Against everything that's damn near American.
Right.
No Christian values. She's not white. You know what I'm saying? She's not even close to white.
Anti-capitalist, all of that.
But you don't want to push the envelope with how people would react to, and they're in an all Muslim area,
community.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to do something with that. To me, you're being lazy.
Very much so.
To me, you're being lazy because you gave us that and didn't do nothing with it. Don't set that scene up, that backdrop, and don't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That goes back to what I said before. This show isn't for us. That's the story we want to see. It's for kids.
Who is it for? Because I don't know.
Kids. I think it is.
But what do you
think it's for
kids? Because when I try to think of kid material or whatever, it should have some kind of a theme to it. Something that at the end is an aha moment or, oh, okay, I get it now. Something that helps them graduate to the next level of consciousness.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If it's for 3-year-olds, you watch a 3-year-old show, the theme should help them progress to become 4-year-olds.
I agree 100%. 100%.
So if this show is geared towards kids, what's the theme of this? What are you teaching? What are you showing kids? You see what I'm saying? Because all the kids that I know who are people of color, they deal with the stuff that happened in the comics. They're not dealing with the shit that's going on in this show.
100% agree. But let's look at it this way. Look at the story and how it shows her character and how she progresses, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're trying to portray the opposite of what the comic portrayed. I think that this is a switch of what the comic was trying to portray. Because if you look, she's cool in this show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In the comic, she was not. She was an outcast.
Right.
So that's the swap of this character. This to me isn't Kamala Khan. This is a different Kamala Khan. This is not the one from the comics. They have made that very, very, very clear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very clear. So at this rate, I can't even compare this to the original anymore because it's not.
But that's what I said. I said this is not Miss Marvel.
Right. It's not at all. It's Miss Marvel in name.
That's
it.
This is not.
And they said they were going to do this. They said they were going to
just totally throw everything to the wind.
Not necessarily, but they said they were going to take creative liberties with these stories and these characters.
And the thing is, I don't mind them taking because it's a different medium. And I always say this: everything from the comics can't be shown on the screen. It you know what I'm saying? That some things don't translate well. I get that, but also you got to keep the character who that person is intact, right? You got to keep them intact.
You should.
keep them intact, and you have to figure out a way to how can I keep who this person is as a or who this character is as a person and write around that.
Well, that's what they should have done, but they did not. They created a new character
To fit what's going on in the MCU.
Yes,
That's what they did.
to fit what's going on in today's society.
But no, I don't.
Yes.
Yeah. But I
yes.
think, but they dropped the ball because in today's society, unless they just trying to make. Okay, this is what I think. I think they want to show the good side of being a Muslim, right? That's fine. I'm with. But those are some of the creative liberties I'm cool with. You want to show that, you know what I'm saying, the Bollywood side of you know what I'm saying, Muslim and even, you know, even looking at this picture right here, look at the colors and you know what I'm saying, like the imaginative things that she does. I'm cool with all that. Yes, let's showcase Muslim culture, Pakistani culture in a good light. I am all for that. Don't make no mistakes. Right. I think, you know, if I'm introducing a culture, I want to show the best of that culture. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Yes.
So I'm with all that. But that shouldn't be at the expense of who Ms. Marvel is as a character. Mm-hmm. Don't give, because now you just basically you gave me a generic character. They could have named her anybody. Right?
Yep.
If you
invented her power set.
What's that?
And they invented a power set for her.
Right. Take the name away.
Right. You could have just called her something else.
Starlight or something like that. What they call in the show? Nightlight?
Nightlight.
Yeah. That's who this is. This is Nightlight. This ain't Miss Marvel.
It's not.
This is Nightlight. If you're gonna create a character, go ahead and create a character. It's plenty. Look, Harley Quinn was created strictly for for the animated show. Laura Kinney, X-23 was created strictly for an animated show. She wasn't created in the comics, neither was Harley Quinn.
Nope.
So if you want to create a character strictly for Disney Plus, do that. But this, to me, this is spiting the fans. Because this isn't like you said, taking liberties. No, we rewrote this character.
It's a different character.
It's a different character. Now, like I said, they do try to mimic some scenes from the comics.
Yeah.
The scene where she saves the boy, and I wonder if they even gonna have him have a brother, because in the comics, her best friend has a brother.
Okay.
And he ends up working for this the first super villain she has to face. She goes to rescue him, and it's a botched rescue, kind of like what happened in episode 2. You know what I'm saying? It was botched or whatever. She actually learned how to be a superhero, or her first lesson was from Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like her first, what issue? That had to have been issue 3 or 4. Because she goes to talk to the Sheik, and you know what I'm saying, she doesn't tell him that she's she has powers or whatever, but she says that she helps people, and he says, well, you might, you know what I'm saying, but she says, I'm not very good at it. So he was like, you might want to find a teacher. Well, lo and behold, who comes rolling up? Good old Logan. And he always down to teach some a young woman. They got to change that about Wolverine. He always, he like damn near 200 years old out here with these little young girls, man.
Right.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying, and they get to talking about her power set and what she can and can't do, and you know what I'm saying, he helping her with the, you know what I'm saying, it's dope, that dynamic that they played. I wonder how they're gonna do that in the show. Are they going to show her who's going to be there to help her out? Because as a mentor, because they say that Carol Danvers isn't showing up in the show, from my understanding. So to get from this show to working with Captain Marvel,
Somebody's got to be a transition.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
know
big
what?
change.
You know what I think though?
Uh-huh.
Monica Rambeau.
Who's she showing up
That's a
with?
bridge.
Shield. Why is she showing up?
I think isn't she in charge of Sword right now?
Sword. Yeah, right. Sword.
Yep.
But because who's after her right now? Who is that? The FDODC? What is that?
It's damage control.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's damage
Okay.
control.
I was like,
Yeah, damage control.
I was,
It's
look.
the same officer that had her friend, the one
Mhm.
that she rescued.
Right.
It's the same one from No Way Home.
It is, isn't it?
Yep, exactly.
Yep, it is. Okay, damage control. Okay,
Damage
so
control. I think damage control is headed by somebody, a big player.
Okay.
Because they ain't said nothing about who's in charge of damage. But damage control's been in the background a lot here lately.
I mean, it makes sense, but but damage control wouldn't come and look for Miss. I guess that's my thing. Since I know who damage control isn't coming looking for Miss Marvel. She didn't do anything.
It depends, though. It depends.
She hasn't done anything.
But they could just be looking for superhumans.
Could be. They were also in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
They've been skulking around in the background a lot.
Mm-hmm. I guess they're the new Shield.
No, I think it's more of somebody that we're not thinking about is in charge.
Oh no, I meant like as far as the entity. You got to have
the overarching, yeah. Because they're snatching up shit in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. They snatched up all that tech from the Battle of New York.
Mm-hmm.
They snatch up all that tech everywhere. They snatched up all the Tony Stark tech.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know what I think, honestly?
Okay.
This is how I think it ties back in to what's going on ahead of schedule. What's going on right now? I think damage control is headed up by Doom, and that's how they tie in to everything.
By Doom?
By Doom. By Victor Von Doom, not Dr. Doom. Victor Von Doom.
Victor Von Doom. Mm-hmm. I like that.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Makes sense. Either that or the MCU's Norman Osborn.
Yeah,
that's the only other character that I think makes sense.
Yeah, I like
and that would make sense because they still never showed what happened to Avengers Tower.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Everybody keeps saying Baxter Building, but I don't think so.
Nah.
I don't think so. I think Baxter Building is going to be like
it's its own building.
Yeah, it's not going to be a transition.
No, it's its own building. That's why it's called the Baxter Building.
Damage control is going to be Oscorp. Definitely. I think that's a definite.
That makes sense. But see, those are the liberties that you can take. You got damage control. But it's supposed to be a government entity too, though. So,
right.
How is?
But think about it like this, though.
Okay.
They just told us we're getting Thunderbolts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, who else is a Thunderbolt?
Yeah.
Think about it, man. Like I said, it just makes sense. When you hear about them releasing things like this, there's only logical ways that they can go without it going so far off the rails that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you look at how these stories unfold and how these characters tie in, there's not much that they can take liberties, yes. And they take the liberties where they can, but they can't take much.
Mm-hmm.
They can't cut as much corners as we think they can without it not making sense at all.
Right. Yeah.
That's why movies like Black Widow fell apart.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense.
Makes no sense. Yeah. I just hope they get with this. I mean, because, okay, so she puts the bracelet on. It unlocks them. They're trying to make it about heritage, and that's cool. They're trying to make it about heritage. That's what they're getting away from the inhuman heritage and trying to make it about her heritage, her grandmother being whatever, causing shame to the family. I don't even know. I want to see how they wrapping that around. Like, what did she do so shameful because the story of her saving people so they can get on the train to get out of India or whatever.
Right.
I don't see how that's causing shame to the family, but you know,
Right.
is
But
what it is.
also, we're talking about her heritage. Do we really think that because if she's not an Inhuman, she's got to be something? Because they made it a point to say that the powers weren't coming from the Bengals, they were coming from her.
Right. And I was just about to touch on that. So that bracelet is now the cocoon that she was in, which unlocked her dormant powers. You see what I'm saying?
I can understand that. But also, I also, like we said, I think this Bengal is Kree technology. You think she's one of those? I either could go one of two ways. Either she could be Kree, like a Kree experiment, and this would make sense with her powers being the way that they are.
Right.
She's a Super Skrull.
Super Skrull?
I think I also think that we will see that very soon.
I don't know. We're gonna get
like a Skrull hybrid. And that's what I mean by Super Skrulls, like a Skrull hybrid.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
More experiments, things like that. It's some kind of those entities. I think has something to do with this big time because they have to introduce them in a big way.
Yeah, and they got to introduce, like you said, in a big way, and they have to show the Empire.
Right.
Because we haven't got that.
We're getting, if we're in Secret Invasion, we're getting Skrull Queen and all this stuff. We need to know some backstory about that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. It's got to be introduced. It's got to be introduced.
They might slow burn us with Secret Invasion.
But that's what I think the Marvels is about too, though.
Yeah, probably.
Because they're not going to put the story that's them. It's not going to have overarching consequences. I think not overarching like
in the Marvel.
It's going to be I don't think so. I think it does, but I think it's going to be
a little fun story or something.
More, I think it's more going to be just an expansion story.
Mm.
That's where we'll get some of that Kree, you know what I'm saying, backstory and stuff. That's why I think that they're going to explore that.
You think she's Kree?
I really do. I really do. I'm leaning more towards that.
That's the only thing that I think makes sense. She has to be,
because it wouldn't make any sense because they're introducing all these different, you know what I'm saying, like the Bengals and the 10 rings being alien and things like that. It's just not making sense for it to be anything else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know that we got Kang coming and he has like futuristic type weapons, but I don't think that none of this is his type of stuff. I think.
No, it's not.
This is all like alien tech.
Yeah. Now that's not Kang's MO.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. His, and plus he ain't letting nothing get out of his sight anyway.
Right.
He keep a whole armory full of stuff. He ain't losing nothing.
Right.
But no, she could be Kree because they're doing away with the Inhumans, which I think is still a bad thing. I get it almost because Inhumans and mutants, they damn near the same thing. One was made by Kree, one was made by Celestial. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're kind of the same on black and white if you look at it on paper. So I get it. But I don't get it because it's like they do got Inhumans does have Marvel history. Right. And they got some pretty decent characters if used right. Mm-hmm. Black Bolt, Medusa, Lockjaw. You know what I'm saying? Lockjaw could be a real asset to Disney as far as merchandise. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know why they would want to scrap Lockjaw, a dog that teleports. You know how many toys, plush plush pillows and
Funko Pops and
Funko
all that
Pop
other shit.
t-shirts.
Yeah. Yep.
Little girls that love fucking Lockjaw. They'll be naming their dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lockjaw. I think Crystal is she's a good character that they could probably use as a point of reference to showcase what the royal family of the Inhumans, her being the princess and everything like that. Like, it's things that they can do to differentiate the Inhumans from mutants.
Right.
They live out in space. Atelion, you know what I'm saying? They could show all that. I think they done got lazy, man.
I think it's more of, let's deal with one faction like that, and not because I feel like I still firmly think they think the audience is stupid.
Yeah,
and they have to bottle feed it to them.
Right. That's exactly what because we know this is what they should do. This is what I would do when it comes to Inhumans. Only Inhumans left is the royal family.
Not anymore. Black Bolt's gone. They made sure to show us that.
Right. No, I'm just saying if they ever introduce the Inhumans, nothing but the royal family. Just Black Bolt, Medusa, Crystal, Lockjaw, what's in that? Gorgon. You know what I'm saying? All of those major players, that's it. That's it. And she could be the first Inhuman that's been made, or that's, you know what I'm saying, in eons or something like that. It's been unlocked. You know what I mean? Like, they can play that storyline. That could differentiate them away from their alien, and they can make Inhumans just aliens.
They could make them just aliens. You're exactly right.
They're just aliens. They ain't got nothing to do with human, you know what I'm saying, with mankind at all. So I don't know, man. It's kind
of confusing too, though. Like,
it is.
I think we need a little bit more of the backstory.
A little bit more time.
Yep.
Just a little bit more time.
It's only episode 2 though, too. So this is all the stuff this is where the shows take their big turn. But that's why they only give pre-screeners the first 2 episodes. Because the 3rd episode is the pivot point.
And I'm gonna tell you this. I don't mind this show. I know it's not for me.
I'm gonna watch it because I feel like it's got implications going forward.
Yeah, but I don't mind the show as a good feel good, because I don't even get superhero from this show.
This is high school drama.
Yeah, it's just a high school drama. And I don't know if that's good or bad. You know what I mean? But that's what I get from this show.
Yep.
The powers suck. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. That crystal hard light shit is stupid to me.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
It's why? I feel like her.
That, to me, there's no reason to change.
Doesn't make any right. It just this doesn't make any sense. This seems like it was, let's pull an idea out of a hat. I don't like. It doesn't make any sense as to why she has to have projectiles. You know what I'm saying?
Now she's just like everybody else. She's just like Captain Marvel. She's just like Photon or Monica Rambeau. She's not. So to me, all this did was make her. It go back to what you said. They did the opposite of the comic. Because her powers is supposed to make her like. She looks weird and she's funky and gross looking at times because she's supposed to be that
different, right?
And she's supposed to be cool with the skin that she's in. That's the thing. That's the lesson she's supposed to learn. And those powers is the reason why she, you know what I'm saying, being okay. I need you to be cool with the skin that you're in, but you can shapeshift.
Right.
Like, shapeshifting is a big part of her thing. Getting bigger is a big part of her thing. Getting smaller, right, like Ant-Man, is a big part of her thing.
Right.
Stretching. It's a big part of her thing. What about her healing factor? They gonna show that?
Right. She has a super healing factor.
Yeah, she's got a healing factor. But guess what? They ain't gonna show that. She's just gonna have invulnerability.
Right.
Due to her putting up the hard light shield.
Yep.
That's what it's gonna be.
I thought I caught a glimpse of her eyes turning blue too. When they did the flashback scene and she put the bangles on and I think they did. Fiery. I think her eyes turned blue.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the symbol for cosmic power now in the MCU.
Yeah, it is.
Because Captain Marvel's eyes turn blue.
Yep.
Photon's eyes turn blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Whoever they get to play Adam Brashear, because I know that they're gonna capitalize on this Blue Marvel thing with the Marvel movie. And now that I know that Nia DaCosta's doing it, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Brashear is going to be a character, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I just hope they cast a good older black actor.
I saw from the boys Laz Alonso, who did that? Boss Logic did a mock-up of Laz Alonso as Blue Marvel. Didn't look too bad. Didn't look too bad. I think he would be the right age. He's young enough to keep, to continue on, and I think he's old enough to pull off the mature, seasoned veteran look. You know what I'm saying? Dye his hair a little, gray his hair up a little bit.
Right.
I think he'll work, but it's a couple of actors who. I think Will Smith. I always think Will Smith could do it.
I still think Will Smith is reserved for Magneto. I still think they can do that.
I mean, I think
him or Denzel.
I had wanted to talk to Denzel tonight, but I ain't gonna do it. I'll save that. Equalizer 3, but I'll save it. But no, I don't think. I don't think we need an old Magneto and an old Professor X.
Nope.
I think we need a good 40-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Give me somebody mid late 30s, early 40s, and call it a day. That's the age we need. We don't need, because shit, how old were they had to been in their 60s when they was doing X-Men?
No.
Sir McKellen and Patrick Stewart.
I think they would have been early 60s, late 50s. Yeah.
Because I think he pushing 88 now or something like that.
Yep.
So yeah. Nah, man, give me somebody in their 40s. Let them, that way they can do some, if some action need to be done, they can do some stunt work. I know they won't do it all, but they can at least do some stunt work.
Right. I want to see him. I want to see him in action.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, now like I said, man, Miss Marvel, it's a slow burn. It's not that I haven't seen no hero stuff too much. I know she saved the little boy or whatever.
Right.
Who's her villain? I don't know. I know they just had whoever that was show up in the back seat. I don't know if that's supposed to be her grandmother or what, but that's totally. I don't recall that being in the comics. Cameron is in the comics. He has powers. I know. I'm gonna have to go do a little bit more digging on the show, the premise of the show.
Right.
I think they do say who the villain is, who's the villains. So, but yeah, man, I'm. We'll see. We'll see what next week holds. Cause
no doubt.
I've been talking bad about Kenobi, and it actually put on a good show this week. So
they brought it back. Okay, I'm excited then.
It's pretty good. But what's that? Episode 4?
5.
So yeah, see how long it took. Like it kind of pulled a. Did you watched Boba Fett, right?
Yes.
So it's, to me, it's giving.
I watched and I watched reviews of it. So
slow, and I don't know. Oh, Mandalorian, and he takes over. You know what I'm saying? So now, I think that's what we're getting. Slow.
Vader.
Boom, Vader. Right. Yep.
Yep. It's now a Vader show.
Mm-hmm. So, which I'll tell you, I'm with it. I'm with it, man. I was like, shit, Vader fucking. They really showed, because you have probably the most powerful Jedi in Jedi history if he would have been whole, you know what I'm saying? So he's
Right.
still once he becomes Vader, he's still strong as what, all outdoors
Right.
in the Force.
Mm-hmm.
Plus now he's angry and he's mad and he's using the dark side.
Right.
You got to show that shit. So they have, you know what I'm saying? I like that they're showing the ruthlessness and the strength of Vader. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I'm excited
So
to see that then.
yeah, that actually put a little smile on my face, man.
Nice.
Yep. But yeah, Miss Marvel, I don't got nothing else to say about that, man. She, that's it. I don't really got nothing too much to say. Hopefully, it there's more of a turnaround with the story, but right now it's kind of mundane,
Very slow.
slow, generic show to me. So, but here's what it is. Is what it is. But yeah, man. You got anything else you want to talk about, Cole? Or you done?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, let's get on up out of here, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You don't have to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Take it easy. Be safe.
And we are out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evenings.
Son,